As the potential November 1st food stamp shutdown draws closer, we have more and more people getting on the internet making threats of violence, threats to steal, and just wait until you guys hear what this woman has to say, talking about an insane conspiracy theory. But we also have this woman here who has something to say to all of you motherfuckers who are out here threatening to steal, all of that. But we're going to start with this video right here of this woman. Let's go.
I'm letting y'all know right the fuck now. Come November 1st, November 2nd, y'all see me and him in the grocery store? Keep it pushing. Cause he's stealing and I'm stealing, bitch. I'm like,
what? So you gonna take your baby to steal? Talking about taking my baby to work day. You gonna take that poor child to steal? Seriously, lady? Come on, you gotta do. Black people, we have to do better than this. There is no way that poor innocent baby should be out there with you stealing. You should even be stealing, let alone taking your baby out there with you to steal. Talk about he could be stealing too. And then we wonder why people look at us a certain way and why we'll look down upon because of shit like this. And the crazy thing is, right, I believe this woman. Every person who say what they're going to be out here stealing because the food stamps get turned off, I believe them. No, I believe them. But anyway, we're going to continue. We got another one. We're not done. Let's go.
No. Donald Trump, come to the front line, baby boy. Hi, I'm Donald Trump, and I want to make America great again. I want to build this. I built this country. I made this country, and we're going to bring it back and bring it to the end of the world. I am Donald Trump, and I serve this country to the United States. Motherfucking ass. Y'all better reopen that government because I need my stamps. That's one thing y'all not finna do. Are you crazy, nigga? I live off of these stamps. Open that. I bet you one thing. I bet you by November. No, before November, you got a couple of days. I'm gonna give you to November 1st to open the shit up because I need my stamps and I need it now. Well, we ain't finna play them games, bro. Nah, open the government back up. I need my stamps, bitch. I live off them stamp hole. Like, no, I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all think I'm for real, but I'm for real, but I'm not, and I'm not playing.
I'm sorry. I was trying to get through it without laughing. Oh my God. I'm just second. It's so embarrassing, these people. No, because I'm not playing. Because I live off them food stamps. Like, all right, oh my God. Listen to me, right? And I am not mocking anybody who is going to be potentially losing their way of feeding themselves. But like at a certain point, you guys never thought about getting a fucking job. You don't want to work. No, you don't want to work. Like, what the fuck? Second thing, right? Trump can't just open up the government. He can't. He has a whole nother side of people who have to vote in order for that to happen. So if you guys want the government to open as much as you guys claim you wanted to, then reach out to these politicians and let them know, hey, we need this government to open back up. And if I'm being honest, the government already knows what's going on. They know, both sides know what is happening in the world. So the fact that the government isn't open kind of tells you that their self-interest is more important than the interest of the people. And that's my opinion. But anyway, let's continue.
Just a family reminder, since they supposed to be cutting off food stamps and shit, if I see you and you see me and you know what I'm saying, taking prices off of stuff and, stuffing stuff in your purse, I didn't see nothing, matter of fact. I mean, I don't even give a damn either way, but, I mean, even if they was a cutting off food stamps, do your thing, because what the fuck is literally going on in the world? Yeah, I'm just going to literally mind my business. I didn't see nothing, you didn't see nothing. You feel me?
I mean, isn't that what we already do anyway? Now listen, right, at the risk of being judged by you all, and I'm fine with that, but I gotta be honest, as a black person, we are taught to mind our business from a child, so we have been minding our business when it comes to this kind of shit for years, and like I said, at the risk of being judged, if I personally was to see somebody stealing, I'm not saying shit. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not going to partake in the shit. I'm not stealing, but it ain't my job to fucking intervene. So I say all that because you guys are getting on this camera talking about, if you guys see somebody stealing, you know, don't say nothing. Or if I see y'all stealing, I'm not gonna say nothing. We've been doing that. That ain't nothing new. Whether you guys had food stamps or not, when people are stealing, for the most part, we don't say shit. We've been doing that. Anyway, let's continue.
Why the fuck I just seen some shit that said Walmart gonna be closed, all we could do is curbside? We don't give a fuck, bitch. Walmart not the only grocery store, you dumbass hoes. Still looting, still stealing. Fuck Trump. It's crazy. The fuck?
Okay, now look, right? While that is true, and I didn't know that Walmart cut off in-store shopping because of people stealing. I mean, I'll believe it. It makes sense. I just haven't seen no stories behind it. I can't confirm that yes or no. If you guys can confirm that, let me know in the comments. But what are you going to say when the stores around you close due to theft? Right? That's the thing we never talk about, right? We never talk about the fact that, right, we have these stores in our neighborhoods, and I'm talking about black people now, right? We steal from them, and then when they shut down, we complain that we don't have nothing in our neighborhoods and nobody will want to open up stores in black neighborhoods. Listen to me, right? I'm black, and I wouldn't want to open up a store in no fucking ghetto neither. And before anybody jump out the window or get in their feelings, which I don't give a fuck about, but I want to address it anyway. When I say ghetto, I'm not specifically talking about black people. You can have Spanish, we can have whites, we can have blacks. You understand? Ghetto is fucking ghetto. In my opinion, ghetto is a behavior and a mentality, not a skin color. But anyway, that's a different conversation. Right, all you people threatening to steal and shit, right? I believe you. No, I do. I really believe you. You know, we've conditioned these people by giving them free money. When I say we, I'm talking about the government. I don't know why I said we. I'm not part of the motherfucking government. And if I was, I wouldn't tell you motherfuckers. But anyway, let's continue.
And next week, when millions of people are going to have to resort to possibly stealing in order to feed themselves and their families, and the government complains, because they will complain about the crime rate going up, even though they're the ones who fucking did it. Make sure you point your anger at the system and the people at the top, because they're the ones who took the food away from families and poor people and starving children. The poor people just want to eat. They just want to survive like the rest of us. They just want to keep living like the rest of us. So when you see them stealing, because you will, because they're going to have to, make sure your anger isn't directed at the individual. This goes so much deeper. It's time to flip some fucking tables.
I know you fucking lying. I know you ain't flipping no fucking tables. Yo, listen, right? I am not fat shaming. I love people of all sizes and colors and creeds. But when I get on this internet, and I hear fat people making threats to steal and, in her case, flip tables, I can't help but laugh because y'all know good and goddamn well y'all not about to flip no shit or steal no shit. Get the fuck out of here. But no, all jokes aside, she's right. No, she's absolutely right. You know, while her statement is true, it also takes away the personal accountability of the individual, right? Because at a certain point, if you are dependent on the government and you have absolutely no other means to feed yourself, then that's a personal issue and you need to take some accountability for your life. But I do agree with her when she said, you know, the government is taking away food from poor people and poor people are going to steal. I agree with that because they are. They definitely going to steal. You know, if you take away someone's only means of feeding themselves, yes, they're going to fucking steal. Of course they are. You know, but like I said, those people, in my opinion, should take some accountability and try to get a job. And I know a lot of you guys who are on food stamps already work. I know you guys do. But, right, you guys have to figure that shit out. Downsize, save some money. You know, I don't know what to tell you, right? And a lot of the people who be complaining, right, from what these videos I've been seeing, you know, they're always in the car. You know, I mean, duh, they got a phone, right, because they're making a video. Their hair is always done. They always got nails and shit. You know, so pretty much you got some sort of money. The money's coming from somewhere because none of that stuff is free, right? So if you are as hungry as you say you are, then maybe downsize. Don't get your nails done. Don't get the latest phone. No, make sacrifices. You guys are not as hungry as you guys are making yourself out to be, in my opinion, right? Because you guys got all these luxuries on, but yet you complaining about not having no motherfucking food come to first. And some of y'all people are complaining about not having food now. How the fuck you don't have no food now? The government, the food stamp shutdown doesn't even go into effect. If it goes into effect, it ain't going into effect yet. It happened November 1st. Anyway, let's continue.
I think it's a good thing that the SNAP benefits are getting turned off. Now hear me out. In history, the only time that people have ever stood up against their fascist regimes, against their tyrannical leaders, is when they get hungry. I think it's a good thing that the SNAP benefits are getting turned off. Now hear me out. In history, the only time that people have ever stood up against their fascist regimes, against their tyrannical leaders, is when they get hungry.
For the record, you know, to the racists, yes, my foot is gonna forever stay on your neck. This was two back-to-back white people complaining about food stamps. You know, I just want to just put that out there. No, because these racists act as if only black and brown people are on food stamps. So I just want to just send up my, you know, fuck you guys. Anyway, let's continue, right?
I just seen a video about a guy. He says that he works at Walmart. He had to close the Walmart down because everybody came in shoplifting food because of...
I mean, that's what's going to happen. You guys keep stealing from these stores. They're not making no money. I would shut that bitch down too.
People not getting their food stamps. I'm not sure if it's 100% true or not, but that's going to be happening a lot, especially if people don't get their benefits the beginning of November, which is kind of halfway seeming like they're not. It's about to be a lot of shoplifting. It's going to be a lot of stealing. And to be honest, I might join too. I ain't got no food in my refrigerator. I'm hungry. Okay, so I might give me a little pack of chicken or something. Okay.
She is exactly what I was just talking about, right? Now, this woman, as you guys can see on your screen, her hair is done, right? She's in a car. So clearly she has the means to get to a job. Now, don't get this twisted, right? I am not knocking people, right, for losing their food stamps, but I'm just saying personal accountability has to come into effect at some point, people. What the fuck? You guys are killing me. Yeah, you know, I can't feed myself. You know, nah, don't fuck the flat screen. Don't worry about the flat screen. Yeah, I got my hair cut and all that, but that's not the point. I need the government to feed me because I can't eat. Yes, this is being recorded on a brand new iPhone, but that is not the fucking point. And that's what I see when I hear these fucking videos. You motherfuckers are on smartphones, most likely the latest smartphones, complaining about not getting food stamps. But anyway, all right, we have this very, very special conspiracy theory. Just wait till you guys hear what she got to say. Let's go.
You know what? I have time today. I don't know who needs to hear this, but they're not going to open the government back up. It's not going to happen. Also, the reason he's building that ballroom right there is to renovate the World War II bunker that's underneath of it.
Can anybody confirm that? I'm legit curious. Is that true?
Yeah. And I'm sure everybody that gave him donations to help build this ballroom, this $300 million ballroom that shouldn't cost that much, I bet they all get a little spot in that bunker when things go sideways. You know, our military's already on the streets. People are about to be starving going into the Thanksgiving holiday. This is really giving pre-French Revolution, building grand ballrooms, having mass parties while your people starve outside the gates. And what, another $80 billion we just sent over to Argentina? Why would we need to do that unless they're planning to probably flee to Argentina when things go too sideways here? And my last little fun tidbit, Israel's got secret nukes. And guess where one of the few countries on the planet that their nukes don't reach? Argentina. And they just happen to have a huge German population down there. Huge European white population. And I do think that there was some other sinister people that chose Argentina to flee to when things got too sketchy for them as well. We need to wake up and we need to stop this before it gets too crazy, guys. We're watching this in real time. We're watching it in real time. Our military's on the streets. People are about to be starving. He's renovating a bunker. Yeah.
Okay. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Me personally, right? I've never heard anybody fleeing to Argentina. I might be out of the loop, so let me know, right? And to me, it sounds like a wild, crazy conspiracy theory. But the thing is, right, with these conspiracy theories, sometimes these shits be true. They play out exactly how the person says it does. So I'm not going to completely dismiss her, but at this point, I don't know, you know? But as far as people starving, the only people starving, right, are the ones who are too lazy to feed themselves and find a way, right? Because I'm not going to be starving. Are you? Let me know in the comments. Are you going to be one of the people that's starving? I just want to know, you know. But anyway, let's finish this up. We got one more video, right, of this woman who got something to say to all of you people complaining and threatening to steal.
now you threatening us, talking about if they get rid of the SNAP, but I'm gonna start stealing. Ain't that what you been doing? You been stealing, huh? You been stealing. We're not gonna talk about every time I turn around and look on the internet, y'all stealing in Walmart, you're stealing in Walgreens, you're stealing in CVS, you're stealing everywhere. What is you talking about? That ain't no threat. You've been stealing. Let's not talk about the fact that most of y'all got Section 8 vouchers that are not even yours. You got 2, 3, 4 generations of Section 8 vouchers that you're using for somebody who ain't been in that Section 8 house in probably 10, 15 years. So let's not talk about, oh, you gonna start stealing.
I know a few people. She cooking. Let's go.
You done made a whole career out of stealing. At this point, you should be in retirement. You should be looking to retire from your stealing career. Ain't nobody afraid of you talking about you gonna go steal. And while you stealing, please get you a loaf of bread. Oh my God, today, please get you a loaf of bread, ho, and some bologna, and a little bit of cheese, mayo, Miracle Whip, whatever the hell it is that you like. Since you're stealing, steal you some Dijon mustard and make you a sandwich and shut the hell up. Because what I want you to hear me say is nobody give a damn about your threats about you stealing something. We used to your fucking ass stealing. Then you mad because we don't want illegal people also over here stealing. We got to deal with your stealing and we got to deal with illegal people stealing too. What the hell is going on here? We sick of this shit. You know what? It's all right. Go get you a sandwich. Go somewhere and sit down. November 3rd, make sure you register because it's Sandwich Day. We're going to be on Zoom and we're going to have the kind of conversations that we want to have. We're going to be talking about these people like a dog. We're going to talk about a lot of other things too, but we're going to talk about this shit. We're going to talk about it.
My goodness. Oh, she ain't lying, but was she lying though? That's my question. Was she lying? Right? Like I said earlier in the video, motherfuckers been stealing. Motherfuckers been stealing. What else is new? But no, it's definitely going to increase. You know, if them food stamps do not come November 1st, it's going to be a lot of stealing. And we are going to have a lot of content. So like I said, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. But anyway, I totally agree with that woman. She was definitely cooking. But let me know what you guys think. I'm gone.